trusting. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
That feels like an appropriate intro for a beer called Vanilla Wolf King, doesn't it? This Imperial Stout is made with coffee, oatmeal, and, of course, vanilla. And it comes in at 8.2% from Rusty Rail Brewing Company out in Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Now, before we get into the tasting, if you enjoy the tastings we do, the reviews we do, the other content we put out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And this way you get all the latest, updates of what's going on this channel and all the cool beers we're trying and all of the different gadgets we're testing. So go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, and I look forward to seeing you more. But let's get right into this tasting, this review of Vanilla Wolf King. As expected, it's an Imperial Stout. We've got this very dark color, that's to be expected. We've got a really, really nice, fluffy, foamy head here. It's this just off-white color. It's not quite that dark tan. It's much on the lighter side there, but it is very, very pleasant to look at here. It actually reminds me of the foam you get on like a root beer float when you first pour it. It's just really crisp and clean looking. I love this. Now, with this just sitting here, I can tell that vanilla is the predominant aroma, flavor, what we're getting there. A big time vanilla. As I get my nose in there, you get the little bit of coffee and bready notes that you would expect with this style of beer, but that vanilla is definitely just overpowering the rest of it. That's, a Vanilla Wolf King. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. Cheers. Okay, so for 8.2%, it's not super alcohol heavy. It's nice in that regard. The vanilla is definitely the dominant flavor. It is there, it is present, it's not going anywhere. It's got a decent amount of carbonation there. It's a smooth overall flavor, but it's more vanilla than anything. There's the little bit of coffee bitters, chocolate bitters, they're lingering underneath, but the vanilla is the overarching flavor that you're going to get with this one. And again, that makes sense. It's the name of the beer. It's what it is. I expect that. It's heavy, though, on that vanilla to me. It's good. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, honestly, and I think it's that kind of after taste of the vanilla when you kind of finish off vanilla and when you get that kind of pure extract type flavor, it really has that little bit of tingle to it. So it gives it a little bit of bite, and then along with a decent bit of carbonation there, it really kind of coats your tongue, really gives you that tingly, drying feeling there. I'm going to say the wolf has a little bit of bite there. I feel like it's just slightly unbalanced here, that because the vanilla is so heavy that it could use something to just counterbalance that just a little bit. It needs something that's a little bit of a creamy element or more of a creamy element. It's there. It's smooth, but it needs a little bit more of that. The vanilla is good. But it's up here with vanilla. So if you like vanilla, great, you're gonna love this beer. It's a little strong for me. It's a little unbalanced. I would drink it again. I'm not gonna say no to it. All right, let's give this one a score. It hits home on what it says it is. Vanilla Wolf King, again, 8.2%. It doesn't come across super heavy in that regard, but The vanilla is, like I said, it's a little overpowering for my liking. I'd love for that to be counterbalanced just a little bit more. It needs a little bit of lactose or something to just counteract that vanilla, um, or maybe a little bit stronger on the coffee. There just needs to be something there to balance that out. But it's a good beer. I would drink it again. I'm not going to go searching out this one, but it's tasty. If you've got it, I'll drink it. So let's give this a solid score of, I'm going to say, let's give this a 7.7. Hey, good beer, lives up to its name. I just don't think this is something I could drink a bunch of in one night, and it's not because of the alcohol content. You know, a lot of times 8.2 can be a bit much to keep drinking. That doesn't come through as much, but the vanilla is a little bit much for my palate to keep consuming. But hey, good beer. There's nothing wrong with it. If you happen to be near Rusty Rail Brewing, if you happen to pick this up, tell them you saw it on All Things Beer. You had to give it a try. And hey, thanks for joining us on another Thirsty Thursday. Hope to see you next week. We've got some good ones in store coming up, so I'm excited to share them with you and see what you think. Cheers.